my god. Oh my god. I mean, can I say human taxidermy? Oh, hello everyone. We are live from my messy floor, but I realized I was missing an intro and an outro for this video, and I don't even know how do I set up this vlog that you're about to watch. So like 2 days ago, I decided to start reading the book that I knew was probably the darkest romance that I had currently sitting on my Kindle, and that was the book Don't Stop by Lauren Beale. Lauren Beale is a dark romance author. She also is definitely inspired by like horror elements in some of her books, like splatterpunk. Like her books range in terms of like craziness, but basically all Lauren Beale books are very, very dark. Please check your trigger warnings. They're crazy, they're gnarly, and this one you're just gonna have to see. I like a dark and bloody, gnarly book from time to time, okay? I said it. When it's words on paper, it's very entertaining to me. It always makes me laugh because I don't really watch like horror movies, but for some reason I like horror books. We must make it make sense. FYI, this book is not available on Kindle Unlimited. I did pay $2.99 for the ebook, and we will just have to see if it was money well spent, won't we? I was really feeling frisky. This is not my first kind of book that I have read in this type of genre, but I would like to say at the very start of this video, just know that this book is not for everyone. This style of writing is not for everyone. This isn't even the first Lauren Beale book that I suggest you start with. I personally read the book Hitched from her, which is part of her Hitchhiker romance series, like Dark Hitchhiker Romance, which I feel like a lot of people actually start there, and then maybe from there you can test the waters if Lauren's books are for you, or if you want to go off the deep end. I mean, I'm not telling you what to read. I'm just saying I know this book won't be for most people, but if you want to know my reactions to this absolutely crazy book, then this vlog is going to be for you. I think that is plenty for this intro, and let's just get right on in to my reading vlog for the darkest book that I have on my Kindle. Oh, friends, I am so sorry if this is a jump scare. This is a jump scare. We're reading a spooky book and I'm starting this off with a jump scare. It's also a jump scare because it is currently 1:40 in the morning. If you're new here, one thing about me is I will film a video way too late in the evening where I should be sleeping, or in this case, in the wee early hours of the day after St. Patty's Day. I put you at this crazy angle because it's really this or nothing. And I don't know if where I have you set up is going to fumble the audio. I really hope it doesn't do that. But what are we doing? Let me find the book. I'm pretty positive that Intro Kelly is going to explain what's going on. But what are we about to start? We are about to start this book that is called Don't Stop by Lauren Beale. And this cover page says a horror hitchhiker trumance. Traumance? It's supposed to be like trauma and romance in one. And I don't know how you say it. I guess traumance. I have no idea. I don't fucking care. Now, this book is what I know is definitely the darkest book that I have on my Kindle that I haven't read yet. And again, it's supposed to be a romance with horror elements. Lauren has talked about, I've seen on her social medias, that she does, get inspo for her books from like splatterpunk horror and extreme horror. The first book that I read from the author really wasn't like, it didn't seem very horror inspired to me. It was just kind of like a crazy, unhinged, dark romance. This is going to be a level up, as I hope. I mean, it should be from what I know about this book. I mean, right off the bat, the dedication of the book says, "This is for my readers who are brave enough for a mix of dark humor, spice, frankenpeens, and corpse threesomes. Please help me. Ride or die. Well, ride and die. I am deceased. I'm already deceased, like some of the bodies that are going to be in this book." This has 15 chapters and an epilogue. I will say there's no trigger warnings list. I don't know if it has a link to it. That's actually very interesting. Oh, here, for more information. Oh, okay. If you go back, it says please visit laurenbeal.com for a full list of content warnings. Because, some books have the trigger warnings right there on the page. Other places will have you, get directed to a page with the trigger warnings. But I'm excited. I don't know how many pages this book is. I'm on chapter 1 right now. Oh, it's only 100. It was 108 pages. Oh, okay. I can definitely read this in one night. Sure. I say this at 2 a.m. This is bad. Why do I do this to myself? Why do I do this? I need to be asleep. All right. Well, I will give you an update when I have one. But hopefully this book delivers what I want it to be. I haven't read an extreme horror in a minute. I read, the splatterpunk horror book in January, and then I didn't read anything, extreme or too dark in February. And now we're here in March, and I missed it. These books, they just hold a special place in my heart. Wish me luck, friends. Let's get into this book. Mom, can you pick me up? I'm scared. So, I am 28% into this book, and this book follows Dean and Raina after she has, a not so pleasant experience with someone who picked her up from hitchhiking on the side of the road. She escapes from that guy and then runs into Dean. She gets a ride from him to her like sober living house or something like that. Something with like her sobriety. She had to make a curfew. And then it turns out the next day, Dean is actually like a painter. Like he comes in and like paints stuff. And he got a job at this place. So she ran into him again. They both kind of have like a thing for each other, where, I mean, they're just like interested in each other. And I will say, like, a spicy thing happened where Dean watched her from afar in his car and, did something adult. I mean, so far, I like it. I mean, I will say at 30%, definitely nothing like scary. Obviously, it's dark because, we have Raina escaping from, a very scary situation. But other than that, well, actually, maybe now is the good time to tell you that Dean has a thing for blood, like the taste of it. He's not a vampire, at least I don't think he is. But we do have that, so I'm sure this book will have more BLOOD play. I'm sure I can only take a guess. I'm actually really happy that I'm getting tired and I need to go to bed because this week I have been falling asleep at like 3 a.m. Okay, the sleeping schedule is so fucked. So I'm actually not going to finish this book in one night, but I am going to finish it. Um, I guess tomorrow morning. And that'll be fun. I'm excited. So I will update you guys like once again when I have more updates, but that is the 30% check-in. I have a feeling that it's going to be like the first, I guess, 50% of this book is going to be pretty chill, whatever, and then hopefully the last 50% is fucking crazy. Hi. Remember when I said I was going to finish the book in the morning? It's like midnight the next night, so I never said I was someone who told the truth. Oh, yes, I am now 50% into this book, and we did, I would say, have our first scene of like a shocking moment. I mean, listen, it's not the first time I've read something like that in a book before. I can't explain to you what went down because I don't want to get in trouble with YouTube. Let's just say it was a very, it's an act that's pretty common in like really, really dark romances, but it's a certain kind of schmink that just happened in the previous scene. And I will say it went on pretty long. I'm not used to reading a scene like that goes on for that long. But listen, it was definitely something that was pretty dark. These two definitely have a we like fight with each other, but we're still attracted to each other kind of relationship. Like I said, I'm 50% into the book. So at this point, I feel like it's just going to get it's just gonna keep getting crazier and crazier from here. But I will say I really like it. Like I said what I said, I'm quite a fan. Okay, so I'm now at 70% into the book. And even though they're the main characters, it's Halloween night, and they want to go on a quote unquote unaliving spree. They're waiting, they want their victims to be people who really deserve to be. They don't want to kill just like, random people. Wow, how nice of them. Um, but again, I'm at 70% and I'm just like, where's the extreme darkness? Where is it? When are we gonna get crazy? Like when are we gonna get crazy? And what kills me is this is the issue that I had with the last Lauren Beale book that I read, Hitched, which is the hitchhiker romance. I think that's the first one in that series that she has. And it's funny, this one's also like a hitchhiker situation, like I believe I mentioned. I mean, Lauren Beale she must love a hitchhiker moment. But I don't know, like I'm waiting for it to get crazy. And again, I'm at 70%. Is it going to get crazy?
A few moments later.
Okay, we're at 76%, and I fear I spoke too soon when I tell you that truly went from 0 to 100 so fast. I can't describe what's going on because I'll get in trouble, but it's cuckoo. But again, I like it. It's crazy. It's great. It's crazy. But I'm having a good time. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my this is so funny. No, my god. Lauren. You know what? I take it back. Everything that I said previously. Everything that I said previously, I take it back. I take it yep, this is what I wanted from a Lauren Beale book. This is what I wanted. Oh god. Once again, I cannot describe what is happening on the page. But let me just say, we have, I mean, can I say human taxidermy? Using body parts to experience pleasure. This sounds so crazy. I'm gonna get, like, my phone is probably listening to me right now, and they're probably like, oh my God, we must get an FBI agent on her stat. The last 30% of this book are, I, I really was trying to talk, I really was trying to talk shit. I really was trying to be like, this really isn't that crazy. Oh, girl, no, cause at first I was like, "Oh, is this vlog gonna be a flop? Is this not the darkest book that I have on my Kindle?" This is definitely the darkest book I have on my Kindle. Just they're having a lot of fun with the dead with the unalived bodies. Okay, they're having a lot of fun with the people that they're taking out. Where does Lauren get where did she get the idea for this? Lauren, girl, I love you so much. Your mind is so wild. I'm a fan. I'm a fan. It is 1 a.m. It's literally like 5 minutes to 1. 5 minutes to 1 in the morning. And I finished Don't Stop by Lauren Beale. This is what I wanted from a Lauren Beale book. No, it really is. That was such a journey. Um, Overall, I really liked it. I mean, with these kind of books, it's like I can't really like sit here and like recommend them to you because these books are for such a niche audience. I think if you like extreme horror books, splatterpunk horror, really, really, really dark romance, like if you're sitting there and you're like, oh, I love like Haunting Adeline, no, babes, darker, much darker, pitch black is what we're talking about with this. This is clearly a romance with extreme horror elements. And I believe I've said it before that Lauren says that that's what she likes to do in a lot of her books. I wouldn't say that was in like the first book that I read from her, Hitched, but this one I definitely get the sense of like that extreme horror element to it, again, in that last 30%. I don't know. I've now read like two, I would say, like extreme like dark romance books. I've read, you know, a splatterpunk horror book. So we are just I'm just a spooky gal. I think at this time, if I was to give this book a rating, it would be 4 stars, but also maybe even like a 4.5 star because I really was very entertained, but it was so short. So I feel like I can only give it a 4 star. I know people say like, why does it matter? Like, you know, it's a novella. Why wouldn't you rate it 5 stars? But I don't know. Like, it's not it compared to other books that, you know, I've read that, you know, have similar-ish things in it. I like the other ones like better. So I would say this is like a 4 star. I guess if I was going to give this a rating, it would be a 4 star, which obviously a 4 star is still good. I still really, really enjoyed the book. I feel like I should also say that this book actually takes place on Halloween. Well, like what towards the end, it's like Halloween night. So if you want to read like an extreme, you know, dark romance book on Halloween, you could read this, you know, as a Halloween book. I hope you enjoyed this vlog. I hope it sees the light of day. I have looked so horrifying. Again, I think my appearance may have been the scariest thing throughout this whole entire vlog instead of the actual book. I mean, I don't know. Let's just take it over to outro Kelly to wrap up this video. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was it. That was my reading vlog for Don't Stop by Lauren Beale. I hope this vlog was funny. I hope you were entertained. I had fun. I had fun. I feel very accomplished that I got the book off my TBR, and that I read another book from Lauren. I definitely will be reading more from her. I will. If you like this video, please make sure to comment, like, subscribe, share. It means so much to me. And you can always follow me on all of my socials down below for more in the moment reading updates. Like on Instagram, I'm always, you know, updating what I read, Goodreads, all of that. It is linked down below. I love you guys so much and thank you for watching. I will see you next time. Bye.